Hi Flosstube. My name is Jennifer, the Calculated Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. I had a video between my last Flosstube and this one in which I called it my May plans. And for those of you who have been following me for a while or follow me on Instagram, you know that I don't do Stitch Mania. I do something called Jubilant June because May is such a busy time in my life. I do teach school, and we just now finished up with finals, and so we got all of our grades verified and turned in. We had graduation, so they all graduated, and it was just the sweetest thing. This is actually one of the largest graduating classes. It is the largest that has ever graduated from our school, and I know this is going to sound funny, but there were 27 seniors, which is huge for us. In contrast, it's kind of funny. My son will be a senior next year, and there are 8 in his class. Now, there's usually not that few. Usually we average around 15. So it's just funny that we have the largest, and then we have a little tiny class coming up after that. But anyway, it's always very sad to see them go, because I've known them since most of them since they were born. I don't know, it's like letting your own kids go. So anyway, so it's been kind of busy. So I don't do Mania, I do Jubilant June. And I will make a video about that. Now, this May video that I made about my May plans, I did at the end of April, like the 30th. Yeah, I think it was the 30th. And posted it. Well, when it came onto my channel, it showed 2 of them. And I thought, well, that was weird. So I deleted one of them. Never thought anything about it. And I looked, I guess it was a couple of days ago, because I was going to make this video. And that video was gone. And I thought, what the heck happened to it? So I guess when I deleted one, it deleted both of them. I'm not really sure what happened. I even asked on my Instagram when I posted, I think it was last night, if anybody had seen the video before it got deleted. Anyway, I mean, I know Flosstube, I know YouTube will delete videos that have inappropriate content, but I don't think I said anything inappropriate. I mean, all I did was talk about cross stitch, so I'm not sure. Whatever. Anyway, so there was a video of my May plans where I talked about my Misty May Mondays, and I'll talk more about that today. So I'm hoping that I remember everything that I spoke about so I can talk about it today, but if not, it's okay. Any of the haul that I had to show, it's already been put away, so I don't know what that would have been. Most of the haul that I've gotten since then has just really been floss, for the most part, to kit up things for my Jubilant June that is coming up. I did get a few interesting things that I've started organizing, and I did show those on my May plans back in April, but I'll go ahead and show them again today. So I'll start with my haul. From CalculatedStitcher, she had these on her, and don't look at my fingernails because I'm in Texas, and everything is really pretty much open now, but it's about an hour and 15 minutes to where I get my nails done now that she moved. And so I just haven't had a chance to get back over there. And she only comes to the town that's about an hour and 15 minutes. She only comes once a month, so that'll be next month. So don't look at my nails. So these, aren't these cute? Let me see if I can make them. They're like little, not really wood, they're like chipboard kind of, but they're thick. They really are thick. Oh, aren't they cute? And then they have this beautiful hand-dyed cotton floss. I love them. No idea what I'm going to do with them other than look at them and think how pretty they are. So I got those from CalculatedStitcher. I also got these from CalculatedStitcher, which they're the same thing minus the thread. And this was the name of them. I don't know if she still has, I should have checked for y'all. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if she still has them or if she can get more. I think she said on her video that once they're gone, she can't get it anymore. But I may be wrong about that. So that was one of my stash acquisitions, if you will, my haul. I also am in a floss club and a fabric club, linen club from Traditional Stitches, which is in Canada. I don't know where in Canada. I'm pretty sure though it's in Canada. They have a wonderful variety of linen. So if you're in the need, like if you're in need of linen, that's a great place to go. Traditionalstitches.com. But I get once a month, they send me a Veriswa. Is that what it's called? A Veriswa, yeah. 100-3. And I can't do this because I'm not. Oh, there you go. Aren't those beautiful? So I get 5 a month. And these are the silks this month. I just love them. They're so beautiful. I got those. And then I got 40 count pecan butter. I'm in the 40 count Lakeside Linen Club. Lakeside Linen is my favorite linen that I can get readily. I love Misty Purcell's linen, but it's harder to get. So I buy hers as much as I can, but this is the pecan butter. Let's see if I can. Oh, I didn't tell you that. See, now I'm trying to get the color to be the right color. It's darker than what it's showing. But sometimes when I watch it back, oh, that looks more like the color right there. When I watch it back, the colors look differently than they do when I'm filming. Anyway, this is 40 count pecan butter. And what was that? Oh, I forgot to tell you where I am. This is actually my sewing room. This is the sunroom. And I talked about this in the video that is gone. My bedroom is right over here. What this was this is my grandparents' house. And you can tell this is the wood siding that was on the outside of the house. And what happened was that this was a slab of cement, like just a big patio. And when I was about 5, I think, they screened it in. So it was like a screen porch, because in the summertime, the bugs were just like crazy here where we live. And so I think probably where most people live, mosquitoes and stuff like that. And so they screened it in. And then, it was probably in the 80s, then they walled it in and put windows. And the windows went from the floor to the ceiling, and which was beautiful. But over the years, they've just kind of deteriorated and were leaking and weren't very energy efficient. And this room doesn't have central air and heat in it. And in Texas, like today, it was over 100 where I live. So that gets a little warm without central air. So, especially when your windows are bad. So what we did, and there was no insulation in the walls. So my husband and I tore down the exterior walls of the sunroom and rebuilt them using energy efficient windows that don't go from the floor to the ceiling. They're just regular sized windows. And then we put in insulation. And one day when it's all finished, I will show you, but that's going to be probably when my kids are out of college. So anyway, so this is my sewing room, which is also the sunroom. And there was a sliding glass door right here where this door is. And there was one right here behind you. And that goes into the master bedroom, which is where my husband and I, our bedroom is. And when I took that sliding glass door out, I left it open and just framed it in. And so it does get some of the cool then from our room, which is helpful. Now this one is, we had to close it up because that's my son's room right now. And so we put a pocket door in. So that door slides open instead of opening, because it takes, space in the room to do that. So we put a pocket door in there. Anyway, so this is my sewing room. And this is like where I keep all my finishing stuff. It's an old cabinet out of an old house, like a kitchen. And then this is my grandmother's, one of her dressers. It's full of finishing stuff. Just like, I have Altoid tins and picture frames, anything that I find, I just put them in here. And then I need to start finishing some stuff. So that's one of the things I'm hoping to do this summer, is getting some stuff finished. So, This is where all my finishing stuff is. Then there's a bookshelf right here that's full of fabric and all sorts of stuff. I have 2 armoires full of fabric, bookshelves. This right here, you can see my, these are my, how I store my zippers for my project bags I make for my Etsy shop. And then this is all project bag stuff right here also. Anyway, and then over here I have a big cutting table that's 4 feet by 8 feet. And so I sew over there and cut and everything. And this is another table I have in here for crafting. So anyway, so this is my sewing room. So welcome to it. And I was on haul. So I talked about that. I think that's all the haul as far as cross stitch, except for the finishing. I did get this. I got this from Joann's. It was on sale. This was $3.99, and I think I got it for like $1 something. And it has like a little easel. And I thought it would be cute to finish, to put, it's just wooden, unfinished wood. And I thought it would be cute, either stain it or paint it. And that would be cute. You know, I started telling the story and I think I didn't finish it. That is so me. And when I watch these back, I'm like, Jennifer, you didn't even complete your thought. I was talking about how uncoordinated I am. And another reason that my videos had been late, I had mopped. That's where I was. And I got to the, well, at least I came back to it. I had put the mop, this room, my sewing room, has like a step down. It's just like about this much. Steps down into this room. And so I had laid the mop over the bottom of my computer table. And so it could dry, because I had just mopped the hallway and the kitchen and everything. And I kept telling everybody that walked through, because everybody comes through. This is the back door. And everybody comes through the back door at our house. Nobody's ever come through our front door. And so everybody that kept coming in, I kept saying, don't trip over over the mop. Don't trip over the mop. And then I was in the kitchen and I was cooking something and I had left my drink in here. And so I ran in here to get my drink before my water started to boil. And so I ran in here to get it real fast and I tripped over that mop. Well, all of our the floor in here is cement and it's unfinished right now. We just pulled the old linoleum that was up in here. And I was in the air. I was airborne. And so I tried to catch myself and I have bruises all over the place. And so I was all scraped up and banged up. So I was like, I didn't really want to be on the video until that was a little better. In fact, I laid there. It was so funny. I laid there for probably about 30 seconds before I even moved. I was here by myself. And I really thought I had broken something in my arm and in my leg. But luckily, I had not. I was just very banged up. So I wanted to complete that thought because when I watch this back, I'm going to be angry with myself that I didn't finish it. I'm so sorry. I'm so scatterbrained. So I was talking about my haul from Joann. So I got this and it was on sale. This also I thought would be cute for any of the jar series or anything like that. And this one was, does it say how much it was? I got it for less than $2, I know, because it was on sale. I thought it would be cute, either painted or stained, probably painted. Say it needs to be sanded. But it's really cute. Mason jar shape, that's what this one's called. And this one is called a wood easel. Well, it's pretty easy. Now this reminded me of Brenda Gervais. Is it Brenda Gervais that has a pattern out right now? And genius, she flipped it over like this so the bottom was at the top and then she put her finished piece in here. Now I'm sure this is not the right measurements. I haven't checked or anything like that. But I got this for like $3 and something. And I thought, you can't beat that. And so I just turned the drawers upside down. I saw that on Farm Girl. Farm Girl Loves Goats. I was watching her video and she showed how it worked. And I thought, that's just genius. So I have this and I do want to finish something in here. I just don't know what it'll be. So this is one haul. I got this from Joann's. And then I showed that in my last video, but the video's gone. Then I also got from Hobby Lobby these cute little things. They are, and they're packaged too together, but they're like little chalkboards, but they have a little clip, and I thought that would be something cute to finish on. I'm hoping. Anyway, that's my plan. It came, and there were 6 of them. So I thought that was kind of neat. Maybe I'll give one away in one of my giveaways, because I don't need 6 of them. I know that. I may give a couple away. Okay, so let me put that away. Then, ooh, I'm sorry if I shook you. Then, I've been trying to figure out my organization, because to me, one of the things I enjoy the most, look, do you see where my mop is now? We just cleaned out I just thought that was funny. We just cleaned my son's room out and rearranged his furniture and everything he wanted. And so I was mopping the floors when we moved his bed, because it was messy. And this time I propped it up. Anyway, so I've been trying to figure out how to, because I watch everybody's organization and I try to do it, and then I usually inevitably am like, oh, I can't, it's just not working for me. And things don't work for everybody, and that's fine. But I do want to give it a try. So what I've come up with now, I ordered these little tags, and these are like little luggage tags. My mom is what she said they reminded her of. And it says sturdy key ID label tags with flap. That's what it says on here. I got this, all came from Amazon. So I have these, and I'm putting these on a book binder ring. If I can show you. Let me get one. Like this. So I'm putting the name of the project, then who it's by, and then the fabric, the linen, whatever, Ada that I'm using here. And on the back, I put whether it's the called for floss, or if I've made changes, then I write it on there. Also, I write the start date, and I write the hashtag if there's a sal that goes with it. So it's all on this little tag, and I thought that was a great idea, if I do say so myself. And it comes with that little piece of paper, but the thing is when it's finished, I can pop that out and put it into my little book, and then I'll have it if I ever need to reference it, like if I changed any floss, if anybody wants to know. So that's one thing I bought, and they come in, I think there's 12 of them. Nope, 20. There's 20 in a package. I want to say they're like $7-ish. So, love these. Love those. I'm very excited. I ordered more because I want to put them on all of mine. But I figure when I'm finished and I take that paper out, I can just cut index card. I can just cut an index card to fit in here, because see, it's lined on one side. So, all right, let me put that back. Hopefully I put it back to the right one. The next thing I ordered, oh, I could get those back, is I ordered these, and I had to order more. These are just little, do I have one that's not punched yet? Nope. Let me take it out of the thing. So they look like this. They come with a little hole at the top, right there. And then I just punched this with a punch from Joann's. And it's an inch. It's an inch hole. And so I punched a hole and made my thread drops. I was doing them where I was like adhering them to cardstock or poster board and then cutting them, but it was a big mess. And then it was a big mess because I was using the spray adhesive to glue. Anyway, it was just a lot of steps, and I thought, well, I could just get these and just punch them once, and that's great. So I saw these when I was looking for something like this, and I know this is not as pretty as the ones that you can get, But I'm like, well, that can just be my decoration, my floss tag. So Brenda and Laura from Brenda and the Cereal Starter. I know it's not as pretty, but I have a tag. Does that mean I'm following the rules? I can't afford the other ones to have one for every project. So I'm pretending like that's fulfilling the law. That's what they call it. It's a law. So anyway, so I'm doing my DMC on here. And then I'll also use it for my silks when I do silks. I have a question though, very quickly. Do you see how, and I think this is what, I don't think I talked about this in my last Flosstube. I think I did it in my May plants. Do you see how these look like they've been crimped? Remember in the 80s, I think it was the 80s, we had the crimping irons and we would crimp our hair. That's what it looks like. These were on the little floss cards, bobbins. Yes. I abominated all of my DMC. Well, I've had this DM, some of it, for like 30 years, like before I even got married, so 35 years, because I used to embroidery. And so I had it for that. And this, when I take it out, this is what it looks like. I'm like, well, that's just not attractive. So anyway, I didn't know if that was just me. I don't know if I can iron that out, but that would be a whole lot of ironing because I have a whole lot of floss that's like that. So that's why it looks like that. That's why it's all kinky like that. Not intentional, just because I took it off the bobbins. All right, so let me put that back with the project. So that's something else that I got are these. And I had ordered 3 more packages of them. I also ordered a big thing of the rings. The bookbinder rings, is that what they're called? All of that came from Amazon. So, very excited. I love the organization part, so that's always fun. I think that's all my haul. So, let's get on to whips. I couldn't think of the word. If you can hear that puppy, that's my son's dog. She's outside. She is 7 weeks old now, I think. She's trying to get the Mastiff. We have a very large Mastiff that, and he's like 8, maybe he's 9. I don't know. He's pretty old, especially for a big dog. And so she's like growling, trying to get him to play, and he's having none of it. So I'm sorry if you can hear her. She's so cute though. All right, so projects. First project I'm going to show you is my Anniversaries of the Heart. And this one is a stitch along with Canopied Stitches. I can't think of her first name. Is it Brenda? Brenda Canopied Stitches. On Instagram, she doesn't have a Flosstube. And then Olivia at Pumpkin Hollow Quilts. She's Pumpkin Hollow Quilts on Flosstube. And she's Pumpkin Hollow Quilts on Instagram, and I think Pumpkin Hollow Quilting on Facebook. I don't do Facebook, so I'm not really, but I think that's what she says. So, Anniversaries of the Heart, there are 12 charts. 2 of them have a bonus pattern, so there's 14 patterns total. And they are hosting a stitch along, and it began January 1st of this year. So I am way behind because I'm on pattern 3, which is March. This is actually the 4th one because one of the ones that I already did was a bonus. So this one is A Wish for You, and it is pattern 3. And this one is going to be for each one is dedicated to family members. And my son, my youngest, the 5th one, he was born in March, and he was on my last Flosstube because he was walking through and he had his cute little fluffy puppy. And I was saying how I really didn't think I was going to do the rabbit. And a couple of my viewers both said that I should make that little white fluffy puppy. And I think that's a great idea. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to chart it, and we'll see how it goes. And I think I want to change the words up here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do right there. So, but this is the one on which I'm working. And this, I'll show you far away. These are all 4 of them. This is the one that I'm doing right here. Let me get up. I'm going to fall. So here is January and February. That one has my husband's name. And then this one is the bonus. And it has my grandson's name because he was born in February, but he's a bonus we added this year. And this is how far, let me see if I can make it focus a little bit better. There we go. This is how far I've gotten on his. I'm doing all the light part of the house first. So, and that's where I am on that project. I really need to get caught up, but I'm telling you, there is one project that is taking all of my time and energy. And I'll get to that one in a minute. So that is A Wish for You, Anniversaries of the Hearts. Let me put it in here, or I will not be able to find it in my mess. All right. That one, I'm looking because I need to do this one. Now, this one I started. I am a very big fan, anybody who knows me, of Misty Purcell. She's Luminous Fiber Arts on Etsy, and she has a Flosstube channel, and she is the fabric dyer and designer of Luminous Fiber Arts. Well, I've done every sal with her since I started watching her, except one, because I'm not a big Halloween person, and so there was one that I did not do because it was a Halloween piece. But anything else that she has had a sal for, I've just jumped right in because Misty has said to. So that's what I did here. And this is her birthday start. I love to join in with people. In fact, I'm going to join in. Hold on, let me think of her name. Her birthday is this week. I just watched her video. Oh, in Ohio. She's friends with Pam and stuff. She's a vet. Y'all are all yelling at me right now. Oh my gosh. Buckeye Stitcher. I had to think about it because she, her university. Anyway, Buckeye Stitcher, her birthday is this week. And so I'm going to, and her favorite color is red. So I have a pattern picked out to start for her birthday also. Makes me kind of feel like we're connected in a way. So I like to do that. So anyway, so Misty Purcell was having a birthday start, and it's in this book, Agnes Platt's Strawberry Sampler. And it's this one right here. I had to make sure. Hold on. This is it. This one down here. It's really cute. So these are my flosses. And again, I have my little tag. And it says Agnes Platt Strawberry Sampler. Oh, I didn't put Blackbird Designs. It's kind of strange. 36 count Legacy Linen by Picture This Plus. And then on the back, I wrote my substitutions. And this is because it's been very difficult to get all of the floss. So I just did substitutions, and I think I just did the DMC substitution that she gave. But these are the flosses. Aren't those beautiful? Oh, so pretty. And this is how far I've gotten. Please excuse my little green thread. I'll stand up. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Maybe not. Let me try it again. There we go. This, oh, look at all the fuzzies. Isn't that linen gorgeous? It's so pretty. It's hard to see the modeling there. You can kind of see it. In this room, I have an overhead light that's fluorescent, and so it's kind of washing it out. Maybe from back there, that's the color. That looks better. It's hard to see the stitches, but that's a pretty color. So that's as far as I've gotten. Again, there's another project that has taken my attention away from all of this, but I do like this one. It's really pretty, so I enjoy working on that one. Put that away. So then next, so in May, like I said, I don't do Stitch Mania, but I'm doing something called Misty May Mondays. And what that is every Monday in May, I am starting a new Misty Purcell chart, one that she actually designed, not just doing a stitch along. So the first one that I picked, actually I think this is the second one, but that's okay. It's the first one in the pile, is A Cardinal's Carol. Look how cute this cardinal is. I have to touch my screen to get it to focus. So I love those bells too. They look like quilt patterns. I'm a quilter, so that I like that a lot too. So this is, and then this is my floss, and it's on 40 count soft porcelain, which is one that she actually dyes. It's one of, I love soft porcelain. Anything can go on soft porcelain. I mean, anything. If I had to pick just one linen that I could get from her, it would be soft porcelain. Ooh, or macchiato. Those are my two. Ooh, the decisions. Good thing we don't have to choose, right? So these are the colors. I'm not good at this at all, especially when your thread is all kinky like that. It really doesn't work. Okay, so this is how far I got. Let's get up close, push the button. I need to move it so the light. It's so sweet. So sweet. Okay. So that's as far as I've gotten. Which actually is the top and a side. So it's not very large. Which I'm excited because that means I can use the rest of this for something else. So that's one of my Misty May Mondays starts. Then this was actually the first one I started. This one is a Cardinal's Noel. I love this. I love this. And I was worried about the white stitches. And so then I thought, okay, well, I'll do it on Ada. And I did it on her mint green Ada, which is a beautiful color right here. It's beautiful. And that's what it's called for, mint green. But if you look at this, and then you look at this one is lighter actually than what's in the picture. But here's my problem. So these are the colors. Again, I have my ring with all my information on it. Really pretty. But if you look at this, and maybe y'all can help me. I don't know what to do about this. Because you really need to see this. You can't see the white on it. If I hold it back here, you can't even tell there's white. Well, in the chart, I mean, 3 of the letters, very large, are in. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should change the fabric, start it over on a different fabric. I mean, it's not bad, I don't think, in the candy canes, because with the red, it kind of shows it. But some things don't have anything around it, like that I mean, those letters, they're big block letters with just a little bit of red in them. I just don't know how that's going to look. I don't know if I should just go ahead and go on and keep trying. I don't know if I should just change the white to a different color. And if I do change it to a different color, what color would you change it to? Would you try to do like a darker white? Like a cream or something? I don't know. If somebody could give me some help, I would appreciate it. I've never had a problem like this, so I don't know what to do. I do love it though. Isn't it cute? I really don't want to have to restart it, and I love this fabric. This is the first time I've ever stitched on Ada, and I actually like it. It hasn't been bad at all. This is 18 count Ada, so the stitches aren't really big. I usually don't like Ada because the stitches look really big, and I never seem to, I don't know, somehow I mess up on Ada. But this has been great, other than I don't know what to do with white. So if somebody can help me. So that's Cardinals Noel, which is super cute. So that was actually my first Misty Purcell starts. That one away. Then get my tag together. I have Snow Mini Friends that I started. I've loved this one, and I've had this one kitted up since it came out. I bought the fabric, the charts, the floss. I bought everything from her. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh, it is so cute. I mean, it just really is so cute. And these are my threads that I have. Flip it over. I'm missing one, you can tell. It's a DMC color. I went to Hobby Lobby, and I think that's one of the ones I got, I hope. I had a list of what I needed, so. All right, so that's the floss, and this is how far I've gotten on it. Now, this one, I didn't say, is 32 count indigo, and she also dyed this. I'm going to show you back here, and I'm going to tell you what I have a problem with this. This is 32 count, and so I tried it with one floss, and I did not like it. Like 1/2. I tried to do it 1/2, and I did not like the coverage. But now that I've done 2/2, it just looks really fat and chunky. And I know some people like fat and chunky, and that's great, but I don't like fat and chunky. So I need you to look at it and be honest and tell me what you think. So these are my stitches right now. Do you think they're too fat? I don't know. But that's as far as I've got on this one. I don't think it's too bad now that I'm looking at it. I think it looks okay. I guess I'm just not used to it anymore. So there's this one. This one's cute. Isn't this gorgeous? I don't know how she does this. It's just amazing. Don't look at all my, I really should be, you know, doing something to the edges. Pretend like they're, Gary Parr would be very upset with me, wouldn't he? Okay. So I've been working on that one, or I worked on that one day. That was a start. I'm excited to have some of these that are smaller because I'm hoping that I can actually get them finished during the year. So when I actually did go through all of my Jubilant Junes from last year because, where's that little box? I don't know where the box is. From Fat Quarter Shop, I had ordered these little numbers. They're Tim Holtz, and I got them and I put them on. I took the number 1 and I put it on my June 1st start, and I put the number 2 on the June 2nd start. I didn't realize I had finished so many. If you asked me how many things I had finished this year, I would say, I don't know, 6, 7. I've actually finished quite a few last year, not this year, last year. So I'm kind of, well, some of them I probably finished this year too. But I'm just proud of myself because I usually don't finish anything. So now, there is only one more Monday in May. But I had 2 projects that I wanted to do. So these have not been started, and I don't know which one I will start on Monday, but it'll be one of these. It's either going to be Holly Jolly, and I thought this one was small, so maybe he could just be a bonus. Look how cute he is. I love him. And then the other one, this was a release from Market this year, Savor Every Stitch. And like I said, I am a quilter, and so I love this. I really, really love this. Okay, so this is my Holly Jolly. And then these are my Savor Every Stitch. Now, let me see if I changed anything. Nope, I used the Called For Floss and Holly Jolly. And I'm going to do Savor Every Stitch. I want to do it, I'm thinking about doing it 1/1. I thought that would be neat to try. And I changed, I used the DMC conversion for juniper, but actually I think, because I couldn't find it, but I think I actually got it in the mail, so I may take that back. I'm not sure. I'll see which one I like best. But right now I have 934 for juniper on here and DMC 817 for Schoolhouse Red, because I didn't have those when I kitted it up. So I have those ready. And this is the fabric. It's kind of hard to see what color it is. It's like a gray green. It's a green color, but it's gray. I think that's pretty good. We'll see when I watch it back. You never know. I've had this for a long time, and it is super stiff. Look at that. Looks like I starched it. Let's see. It says Linen Star Sapphire 32 count. I have no idea where I got this. No idea. It just says on this sticker, which some of y'all may know where that sticker came from. This is one of the first things I ever bought, just because I was buying stuff. I think it's actually when there's a project that Jen Stitching It showed. It's a book, and I was buying a bunch of 32 count to make the book, and I had that all kitted up. I was supposed to do that last June, and I didn't get to it, so something else came up. Anyway, but this, like, it can stand up by itself. It's so stiff. But this is going to be for both of these projects, is what I had planned. So that's why they're in the same bag even, because they're the same piece of fabric, which I think that will look good, because the white really does show up. It's hard to, like right here, it doesn't look like it, but the white really shows up on that. We'll see. We'll see. So those are the two that I have then to start on Monday. I may pick just one. Maybe I'll start both of them on Monday. Who knows? Let's see if I'm just feeling crazy or not, I guess. My daughter from, I have a daughter in Lubbock right now, and I think she's a assistant manager of Red Raider Outfitters at the mall, and they are actually opening back up officially June 1st. So she's coming home next week to see us before they get fully underway. I'm looking around. Oh, I did need to show, I did finish this. This is a fully finished, and I don't know if I showed this on my May plans or on the actual last Flosstube. I showed this as a finish, except I was going to add my initials and the date, the year on it. And so I did do that in case, oh, well, let me show you the picture first. This is Stacy Nash Primitive Summer Pomegranate Needlebook and Pin Keep. I'm not going to do the pin keep. I wanted the needlebook. Now, the needlebook, and this is from 2 years ago. So not this last market release, but the one before that. So, Jennifer, years. 2019. Anyway, so this is from 2019. And the way it is that it's stitched like this on the back. This is actually stitching. Now, I was watching Brenda and Laura of Brenda and the Serial Starter, and Brenda said that it is okay to just stitch the front. And I figured, well, if Brenda said it's okay, then by golly, then it's okay. Because I was thinking, oh, that's going to be tedious to stitch that. So here is my finish. And it is actually the called for linen. And it's, what's it called? Havana. 36 count Havana. The only thing I did change, hold on, let me tell you. This is before I did the, see, they're not in any, I think it's the, yes, because it said chamomile, but chamomile, Gentle Arts chamomile is like the same color almost as my fabric. So I used Ruby Slipper was called for, and Garden Gate was called for. I used Dried Thyme. Isn't that weird that the chamomile here is like, it's the lighter part of the leaves? But this is my chamomile. Maybe I'm just crazy. It says chamomile, Garden Gate, chamomile, Ruby Slipper. I don't know, but yeah. So I just picked out a green that I thought would look good, and so I used Dried Thyme because I'm using this on that project that's keeping me busy that I'm going to show you next. So I changed dried thyme for chamomile because doesn't it look like it's supposed to be a green color? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's my piece. I get to pick. That's what I've learned. So this is what I had to do. I had to add, I actually was going to do my initials and stuff here, but I went ahead and put the heart that they did. And then right here, it says JK for me. And then 2020. And I just freehanded it. So I know it doesn't look that good. But I love it. It's my first pin keep. And I'm very excited about it. So, all right. So that was a finish. Then this is the project that has been keeping me busy. And I've been showing y'all this forever. Hello. And I just dawned on me, I forgot the pattern, like the chart for this. But this is Ginny Beam for the parlor. And I was going to open it. I meant to do that before so I can show you. I have finished, I'm on the 6th band. There are 8 bands total. So I'm on the 6th band. Let me get up and show you. Let me make sure it's, and I've shown this before, but this is the first band. This is the alphabet, and those are all in eyelets. The capitals up here, capital letters up here. And then Eden was a paradise. That's the 2nd band. Then Noah's Ark is that one. It's the 3rd band. I'm trying to get it where it's not in shadow. Not sure how to do that. This is the one that Teresa Vanette stitched a T on when I was in Oklahoma. I'm very excited about that. Then the Good Shepherd. I finished that one, and that is a lot of green. Then I finished the verse. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. Here's the verse. And that one, of course, went pretty quickly. And then now, I'm on the Forest, I think is the name of this one. I'm zooming it up. Okay, there we go. So this is the one that I'm working on now. Now here, that's the bottom of it. There are, try to hold it with my chin. There are some words right here and some words right here, and it's the name of the woods and the creek. And I think I'm going to rename them. So it has my maiden name, and then it has like, so it'll be Clark Creek, and then Keeney Forest or whatever. I think I'm going to do that. So that's where I am right now. And I'm sorry I'm casting a shadow. Now here's the funny thing. This is stitched in, I'm trying to think. Is it sage? I don't know. It's a green color. I mean, obviously. And I ran out of it. So I went and I had another skein of it. So I was like, oh, great. And I pull it out. It's this color. Isn't that funny? So, hold on. I'm trying to, let me tighten this so I can point and not have to hold it. Just a second. Okay. So, this one is the original one I was using. And then this is the color that it came out. In that, like, this one's super dark and this one is light. So, I ordered another. Luckily, Kitten Stitcher had some, and so she sent it to me and I was able to finish the top of the tree. But I'd already stitched this. Now here's my question to you on this one. It actually is charted to be this color on one side and then this color right here on the other side. Well, if it was this and this, well then they're somewhat similar. So I don't know if I should do the other side the same color as this, or if I should just rip this out and use my new floss. I was going to see what you thought about it, but this is the one. It has a lot of motifs you don't realize. And that blue, woo, it's a lot of blue. I did change the color of blue because I didn't own that one. And like I said, finding Gentle Arts has been difficult. So I just used some that I had, which I thought it looked fine. So, but that's the one that when I sit down and I have time to stitch, that's the one that I want to stitch. So, all right. I've talked about all of my stuff. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is to draw a giveaway winner. So I will pause this in a minute and draw the giveaway winner. I do want to mention one more thing, and that is Pam and Steph Just Keep Stitching. I'm sure all of y'all watch them. She's going to have a Sal, and I'm not a big Sal joiner, but I do love, I am OOP. I am one of OPP, one of Pam's people. I just relate to her in so many ways. And so she's having a stitch along with this. It's I'll Be Home series. And if you can get it right now on Twin, and I talked about this in my last video that disappeared, but you can get this at Twin Peak Primitives on Etsy. And I think they have a website also, they said. And I know you can get like a hard copy from, and I can't remember where it is, but if you go to their channel, Just Keep Stitching, they'll tell you all the details. They tell you in every episode. So, but she's going to do hers all on one piece. I'm going to do mine individually because I want them every month. I want to be able to change them out. I want them in my kitchen. So I've already bought the floss for the first one I'm going to do, which is going to be July. And because the stitch along starts in June, so I thought I would start with July. So you can get this whole thing, and it's on sale right now on the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop. Now, in my Etsy shop, I decided I was gonna make some bags, and so I found this house fabric, and I thought it was super cute. So I'm gonna make some bags to go with this stitch along, just like I did with the Suffrage Act. I did also, and I thought, well, that somebody might like those, so I'm gonna make some of those for my Etsy shop. And I think that's about all I have. So all I have left is I've got to stop this video and then go draw for my 2 winners, and then I will be back to tell you who they are. And remember, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I didn't realize I was so close. I'm going to give away, I have antique sewing machines, and I'm going to give one of those away. I may actually grab one, so when I do my winner, I'll introduce you to one of my sewing machines. So, all right, Flosstube, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, usually I have my husband give me a random number, and that's how I do my random number giveaway. But I want to be like a big girl, and like all the other big girls and boys, and use the YouTube comment picker. So that's what I'm going to do. I've put in my YouTube URL here, and my first giveaway, you had to say the word egg or eggs, and there were 17 unique commenters. So I'm going to push start. And it just dawned on me I did not get the chart, so now I'm going to have to stop and do that. So my winner is Cynthia Brew, Stitching in the Light. It says, "Hi Jennifer, I love your stitching. Great job on Ginny Beam and Sally Spencer. I love the Fresh Eggs Farm. Y'all need some goats for all that mowing. We keep pygmies. You will not have to mow, but watch those flowers. Blessings." That's really cute. And my husband would love to have goats, but I told her when I wrote her back that our fences can keep cattle in, but goats get out so easily. Okay, so I'm going to pause here because I forgot the charts, and I want to be able to show you which one she's winning. Just one moment again. Okay, so this is the chart that Cynthia won. It's Fresh Eggs Farm by Hands on Design. And congratulations, Cynthia. I will put a comment on your comment if you will just email me at my email address below. So the next one that I did was the Drawn Thread, the Little Bird Sampler. This one you had to say bird. So I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to write the word. This is difficult because, like I said, I am not coordinated, and I have hands doing different things. So there were 16 commenters on this one. So let me start. Nelly Vasquez. I'm stitching antique birds in cages in the moment and I'm loving it. Excellent. So Nelly Vasquez. Let me write it down. If you will just give me an email, send me an email with your mailing address, I will get this chart sent out to you right away. Now, our giveaway this week is going to be Stony Creek's Patriotic Banner. I love this one. So if you like this one and would like to stitch it, then just say something about America and I'll know that you want to be entered for this one. Now, hold on one second and I'm going to introduce you to another one of my sewing machines if you're interested. If not, then I will see you next time. Bye, Flosstube. Okay, Flosstube, this is a Singer sewing machine. It's called a Rocketeer. This one was born, I like to say, in 1967. Isn't she a cutie? Now, I named her Jane after Jane Jetson because in the 60s there was that, you know, the space race and all of that was really in, and going to the moon, that race, and so that's why it has this rocket look and why it's called a Rocketeer. And so it reminded me when I was little, I used to love to watch the Jetsons, and so his wife's name was Jane, so that's why her name is Jane, because it's named after his wife. Jane, his wife. And she's wonderful because she not only just does straight stitches, she also, if you lift this up, oops, there we go. If you lift this up, she has cams that go right here that do these stitches, which for the 60, I think that was just very advanced. So this is where you wind your bobbin. Here we have 2 places for 2 spools. All of our settings. Very nice. I love her. She has the 2 toe tabs. I'm one of those that I like to stitch with my shoes off because I actually use my toes to press the button. It drives my mother crazy. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try to zoom out. Do you see that hummingbird feeder? It's hard to tell because I have stuff there. My daughter's in that picture. Can you see them? Oh, there, you can kind of see one now. I have filled 4 of those large hummingbird feeders today. We go through them like crazy. Look, this is where I keep some of my sewing machines. That's usually pulled down so you can't see all of them. That's some of them right there. So, again, this is Jane. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.